Hey folks, so I came out here in the wood shop tonight with full intentions of doing a video and showing you how I clean this thing out. And then I was halfway done cleaning it out and realized, oh yeah, I was supposed to film that. So anyway, I'll talk about the flue tonight. There was a fella that was asking about that. And I just lit this fire and I'm kind of waiting to see when the fan takes off. Just as soon as it gets warm, and it's just starting to, this thing should start spinning here any second. I kind of got some rather large pieces in there, so I don't know how well they're going to catch. But I'm sure they will here pretty soon. The little doohickey on the side is actually not all the way down to where it usually is, because it's 60 degrees out tonight, this afternoon, whatever it is. My clock's wrong. So, whatever. Yeah, I've been crazy busy today and yesterday. Some big stuff coming to my life. A couple things actually, and I don't really want to talk about any of them just yet. I gotta make sure that they actually go through, and I don't want to jeopardize myself by things that I'm saying, which I'm pretty good at doing. Yeah, 60 degrees today, 62 I think. I spent a lot of time in town, and I think it just moved a little bit. I spent a lot of time in town this morning, and then went back into town later. Nope. There's this thing, let me turn that down. And yeah, just been running, and it's nice because you can drive down the road now with your window down, and it's so awesome. I mean, it really feels like spring. So I guess while I'm waiting on this thing to start spinning, I can talk about the flue. excuse me. I've got a, hope I'm not getting a cold. Figures, though, there it goes. But yeah, it figures the weather's warming up and I'll probably end up getting sick. But yeah, just like that, it starts out real slow. And you can see the dust on the blades. I was going to wipe that off, forgot. Here before long, it'll be spinning really fast. I don't know, and if you have watched the other videos, you notice that the bezel is gone around the top here. I popped that off the other day. I don't think I showed that. Anyway, I just took a little block of wood and set on there and took a screwdriver and just popped up each little holder downer point. One in the back on this side, one on the other side, and then two here and two in the front. Two over there, of course. And it just popped up out. Of course, it's like all bent up and crappy now, but I have no intentions of ever putting it back on there. I think it looks better like this. It doesn't look like so much of a toy. And I've got room to put larger pans up here without having a problem, and I can move my fan wherever I want. The fan would actually nick the top of the bezel or the flue there, the chimney. So it had to be just in one spot, but now I can move it everywhere, so I like that. Anyway, I've said this in other videos, so I guess I'll just say it again for the couple people that were asking about it. The pipe is pellet stove pipe. It is double wall interlocking. I think you can see the little, I'll stick my finger in the fan, the little notch right there. This piece of pipe comes down and it twists in. This little piece right here is called an appliance adapter. That's the piece that's actually supposed to go on the back of a pellet stove. And if you can see that little fuzzy stuff sticking down there without putting my finger in the thing, that is the gasket inside there. That is supposed to go up against the little piece of pipe sticking up right here. Well, it usually sticks straight back. The black piece right here, on pellet stoves, it sticks straight back. And then that stainless steel, real shiny piece right there is supposed to go inside. And then this piece is supposed to be bigger that'll go over top of that, but underneath of this gray part. And that's what makes the connection. Cubic Mini has their reasons for their outlet pipe being the size that it is, whatever, I don't know. But in America, it's you kind of either have to modify the stove or modify your pipe. But I did find that pellet stove pipe slips on there very tightly, and I am yet to have any kind of creosote run out of that. So it's working for me. It may not work for you. Do that at your own risk, I guess. And with this pipe, it came as a kit, and I think it was $200 or something like that, or maybe $300. I can't really even remember. Pretty sure it was like $200. But it comes with the appliance adapter, 5 of the 1-foot sections, 2 elbows, and the thimble. And on the top there's a cap, but the cap is designed to. The pipe is supposed to run horizontal for a pellet stove, but I have it in this particular configuration because this is what works here for me. And the thimble is the part that goes through the wall. Now this wall is not a normal thickness. It's only like 2 inches thick, and I'll get to that in a second. But that's why the thimble doesn't go all the way against the wall. I have it flush outside so that rain and stuff doesn't get in there. But right here, you can see that I had to stuff insulation in, and it sticks out about 1.5 inches. And I've been meaning to box that in. I just haven't got to it yet. Okay, here's what it looks like outside, and if you can tell, it's leaning a little bit, because when I put it back together, I didn't get it all the way. I don't even know if you can tell that it's leaning, but trust me, it is. Because if it's plumb, this part right here touches, and I didn't get it all the way back together, but whatever, it works. I need to get another section and then build a standoff to a clamp. Oh yeah, and it also comes with a clamp. If you put it in the proper configuration and your walls are proper thickness, you don't have to do anything else. Anyway, you can see the cap is like on a 45 degree, and that's because it's supposed to be horizontal, going this way and then looking down. The cap has like a screen on top, but it's not a spark arrestor. It's mainly just to keep birds out. And it's not a spark arrestor because pellet stoves really don't generate much sparking. Now, that's a thing there. Here's the thimble. Ooh, where am I at? Okay, the thimble on the outside here. And it's only got 2 screws, one here and one there, because I have to take this off to take all the piping apart. If the wall was thicker, again, it'd be a lot better. And I think you can see some of the rundown stuff there, and that piece is not in there all the way, but you can see some of the crud running down. That's what creosote is. And if that's on the inside of your pipe, that's what I was talking about that would run down on the burner if it wasn't a good seal. And that stuff can be flammable, and it can cause a house fire and a chimney fire. So you kind of got to clean these things out a good bit if you do it in this configuration. This is a T, and this is the clean out cap, and I take that off every now and then and clean out everything, I guess. Well, I guess that's just about all there is to the chimney. There's not much to talk about. It's a lot of common sense. It does get hot, but hot to put your hand on, but I haven't had any trouble with it, and it's about the same temperature. I haven't checked it with a thermometer or anything, but about the same temperature as the one in the house, the pellet stove in the house. There's temperature ranges, and I don't know exactly what it is right off the top of my head. It works good. It works fine for me. It might not for you, but see the door sooted up there. I just spat it again. It does that for whatever reason. Probably not using the best wood, but it does that. Pretty much have to run it just about as hard as you can in this building. If you noticed the videos before, when this originally started out in the house, and I didn't have to run it full blast all the time in there to make any difference. Out here I do, but again, this place isn't very insulated, and there could be a lot of improvements, leaky windows, leaky door and stuff, and it's a small stove. Of course, the radio is going off there again. Sorry about that. As hot as I've ever had it was probably close to 500 degrees Fahrenheit. Right there. Doggone it. Let me turn this thing down. Okay. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, next time, if I can remember, I'll show you how I take it off there and clean it out. You don't have to take it off all the time. I do, because there's a secondary combustion chamber up in here, and sometimes ash and stuff will get built up inside there. You might actually be able to see right through here, and then right through here, and then of course right here. There's there's like a gap. You can see how thick it is right here. That's that builds up stuff, but I can see the flames going up through the holes in the back there, and it's working. It's working okay. I did take it down today, and there wasn't much in there, but you don't always have to do that. Like I say, you just clean out the ashes, you keep your draft open, which it looks like it might be. It's okay. And of course, the secondary combustion. So there's other videos that I've done about this with a lot of questions that some folks might have. Check those out, or just feel free to ask, and I'll do my best to answer. So anyway, I guess that's about it for today. It's getting dark, and I might mill around here for a little bit and get back to it. So, y'all have a good one. Thanks for watching.